Christmas ban on indoor mingling by Boris Johnson. A prohibition on indoor mingling this Christmas is one among the measures being considered by Prime Minister Boris Johnson to combat the spread of coronavirus. He is also rumored to be considering an 8 p.m. curfew for bars and eateries. COVID fatalities, according to the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies, SAGE, might climb to 6,000 every day without more government actions. For the fight against the Omicron version, Mr. Johnson has 3 COVID strategies at his disposal. On December 17, the number of coronavirus infections in the United Kingdom surpassed 93,045 for the first time in a single day. This might be the last resort for Mr. Johnson, who has been said to be debating between imposing a hospitality curfew or declaring an all-out lockdown. While speaking to the Andrew Marr Show on Sunday, Health Secretary Sajid Javid declined to rule out more limitations. With SAGE pushing for a month-long shutdown, the Mirror has previously reported on how the government is reportedly mulling a 2-week circuit breaker. However, if Mr. Johnson moves forward with such limits, he may risk a revolt from Tory MPs. In response to Johnson's Plan B, Brexit Minister Lord Frost stepped down. Labour's backing enabled the passage of Plan B through the House of Commons, despite over 100 Tory MPs voting against one section of the plan that required COVID permits for specified places. It was the most significant uprising during the Prime Minister's tenure as Premier. According to the Daily Telegraph, an unnamed cabinet official has now warned the Prime Minister that his decision to limit household mingling and shut non-essential shops may result in a further backlash. According to a minister, Chief Medical Officer Professor Chris Whitty and Chief Scientific Officer Sir Patrick Vallance tried to soften up the cabinet for forthcoming limits during a recent briefing. According to a person who spoke to the Daily Telegraph, politicians trashed the experts' evidence. Mr. Johnson, according to reports, favours a light-touch approach in which he provides advice but does not compel British citizens to follow it. A record number of people were infected with coronavirus on December 17, almost 3 times as many as were infected on the same day in 2020. Over the course of this week there were 547,606 confirmed cases of coronavirus in comparison to 190,744 in the same period of time in 2013.